Hello and welcome to Shannon Gardens. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So as I'm beginning to pull out some of my summer annuals out of my containers and actually cleaning out my landscape as well, I am starting to look at adding fall perennials and annuals into my landscape and into my containers. Now you guys may have seen a couple of weeks ago that I did a video about asters and adding those into my containers. And this week I am looking at snapdragons. Now, I have never planted snapdragons. That is just something that I've seen in nurseries for years, and I love them. I think they're beautiful. I think the colors are vibrant and so pretty and varied, but it's something that I've never added into my garden myself. So this year, I've picked out a couple of different snapdragon plants that I am adding to my containers, and I wanted to share with you guys, upon visiting some nurseries, some of the different color variations that I saw, as well as some of the different varieties. And while I'm doing that, I will share some of the information that I found about snapdragons upon my research and adding those to your garden. All right, so let's get to it. Snapdragons are short-lived or tender perennials that are usually grown as an annual. They are hardy in zones 7 through 10, although I did see zone 11 referenced as well, and they come in many varieties with dwarf, mid, and tall flowering stems with a height range anywhere from 6 inches to 4 feet tall. Snapdragons are one of the few flowers that come in almost every color, spanning white, yellow, pink, red, orange, and purple. In addition to the more traditional upright varieties, they can come in trailing and creeping varieties as well. One of the things I loved learning about snapdragons is that the name snapdragon derives from the shape of the head, which is said to resemble the face and snout of a dragon, with the opening and closing of the mouth made in a snapping motion, as you can see here. With this, it's understandable how snapdragons rely mostly on bumblebees to be able to get to the pollen, as other bees generally do not have the strength to open that mouth. Snapdragons prefer to be planted in full sun with well-draining soil, although they will also tolerate part shade, particularly in hot climates. They are said to be profuse bloomers and can be planted in a spring or fall garden. I have read when planting in the spring that they tend to stop blooming mid-summer, but will start again in fall if you keep them watered throughout the summer. It is also said that in cooler climates they can bloom through the summer, and in milder climates they can sometimes even bloom through the winter. It's also noted to be sure to remove spent blooms to extend the bloom season. One tip that I did want to pass along, when I was choosing my snapdragons, I was told by a garden associate that the snapdragons can self-sow, and so she said that she leaves them in her pot over the winter, and a lot of times they'll self-sow and she will have fresh plants in the spring. So I will be trying that as well and wanted to pass along that information in case you would like to try it too. Snapdragons can be used in both the garden and in containers, which you can see that I've planted one of my snapdragons in my container here, and they are said to be deer resistant. Once your snapdragons are established, they need approximately an inch of water per week, and it's recommended to check the top inch of soil, which should be dry before watering, and then it's suggested to water at the base of the plant to help prevent fungus and mold. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed taking a look at the snapdragons and adding those into my containers, and I'm certain I will be doing that in the future as well. Thank you guys so much again. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, happy gardening and goodbye.